ready to do some painting today. Oh yeah. Let's transition over to the canvas cam. All right. Already got one lined up, golden dandelion. That's true. I need to paint that one. That could be fun. We are gonna spin the wheel today, later on, but first I have to paint today's post, which I have not gotten around to painting yet. Hello, everybody. Can you guys guess what block I'm painting? Can you guess it from the hint? I think it's pretty obvious, if I do say so. I always think it's obvious though. Whenever I do the hint, I'm like, everybody's gonna get this right away. Hello, hello, I'm here. All right, you guys, any guesses?
Let's check your audio real quick.
How is my audio? Barrel top open, I saw it. It should be working. It's DJI, that's fine. Okay. Let me know if my audio is too loud or too quiet. We can fix it. I've seen a few barrel top opens, and that is what we're going to paint first of all today. The barrel is a square, yes. That is the interior of the barrel. And I have a new element to my stream that I think will help you guys follow along. So let me turn that on. There you go. You guys can see what I'm trying to paint. I feel like that's so much better for you guys following along instead of just seeing what I'm painting on the thing. You can see what I'm trying to paint. And you can tell me if my color is right or off or all of that. Music is a little loud. Let me turn that down a little. I can't hear it in my headphones for some reason. We were trying to figure that out. So let me know about the music.
I turned it down some. I think it should be better now.
Okay. For some reason, I just can't hear it. I don't know. Short of restarting OBS, I don't know what else to do, and I don't want to do that right now. So, all right, once I'm done with the containers, I should do the new baby mobs. That is a great one to do, actually. I might throw a few in randomly because they're just so cute, and they're smaller textures too, so I feel like those will be fun to tackle. My mouth when I see garlic bread, yeah. That's funny. All right, you guys, we are going to get into some paint mixing first, and then we will... Augustine Clash just subscribed. Thank you so much. Thanks to all my new follows as well over on Twitch. Stars Bros, Cheese Biscuit, Mathon12. Appreciate you guys. Hello, everybody. All right, we're gonna get started on color mixing. So let me go over to my paint cam so you guys can see what I am mixing a little bit better. And we have the barrel top open in the top right, so you guys can see what colors I'm going for. I think I'm going to start with the lightest color, which is kind of on the outside of the barrel. So to do that, I have mixed these colors before, so I'm trying to remember how I mixed them. Let me go over here. All right, what snacks are you guys having, or sodas or drinks while you're watching this? I always love to have a nice snack plate or drink when I'm watching a stream. I saw somebody who said they have pretzel bites. It sounds great. You want to see the bee painted. That would be a good one because it's not too big of a texture. You're eating pizza as lunch. That sounds great. Vanilla is eating cookies. That sounds so good. Thank you to Qualo Quash and Almajo12TV for following on Twitch. Appreciate you guys joining the fam. Zedbo's eating an egg sandwich. We've got waffles and Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Warped Nuggets is also eating pizza. Hey, Warped. Noob Official is here for the first time. Thanks for joining. All right, I gotta multitask, you guys. We've got our first color down, and I started with yellow ochre. I'm not looking at my camera, so I can't see if you guys can see that. Yellow ochre. And then I'm going to put a little bit of white because we want to make it a lighter color, and I think that's what I'm gonna start with. I also like to put some dark blue over here just to get a little different of a tone to the beige, lighter beige color. All right. One internet guy followed. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Noob News is drinking Sprite. I haven't had Sprite in a long time. Makes me want a Shirley Temple, actually. Shakshuka, that sounds good. Iconic, what did you have for dinner? That sounds good. Vanilla made the cookies you're eating. What kind of cookies are they? That sounds great. Okay, so I'm going to start mixing the lighter color that you see around the edge of the barrel. I have it on my sheet already. If you look over here, it's kind of this color that I'm going for. So I'm gonna try to match that as best as I can. So I'm just gonna start with this yellow ochre, lay down a bit of that first. The paint is kind of stiff. So I'm just putting a little water in there, loosening it up. Then I'm going to take a chunk of this white. You always need more than you think. You can always add more back in there. So that's getting close already to what we want. How many blocks have I done? I have done probably maybe over close to 300 now. I don't know. If you look at my YouTube, however many videos I've posted is about how many I've done. I don't keep count, unfortunately. I know some people have made me spreadsheets, and I really need to keep those updated because I feel like that's the best way for me to keep track of what I've painted so far. I think Warped Nuggets was one of them that helped me make the spreadsheet, so thank you to you guys. I'm gonna add a tiniest bit of blue just to give it a little bit more muddied look, a dusty look, if you could say. Dusty brown. And I want to test this out on the sheet and see how we're doing, so let's transition over to that. Chocolate chip cookies, that sounds great. Hi, Cold Carp. You're eating noodles? That sounds great. Yeah, what kind of noodles? Okay, so let me go back over here and we're gonna transition. I need a, what's it called? The stream deck, because I keep going back over to OBS to change things. And it takes me forever. All right, transition back over. So let's see how close we get to this color right here. That's what we're aiming for, is that color. Let's see how, I think I'm too yellow. Oh, look at that. Need more white. So I'm just gonna go back over here, take a chunk of white, and add a bunch of that in. Let's see how that does. Like I said, you always need more white than you think. Nothing special, just noodles without any spices. Just plain noodles. I love that. Butter noodles, they're so good. Oh, that's pretty close. That feels good to me. It always dries a little bit darker than you think. So, oops, I already messed up. I was following the thing on the left, but I need to match. Anyways, we'll cover it up in a bit. So it should be 1, 2, skip 1, 1, 2, 3. And then skip 1, and then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 1, 2. All right. That is the first side. You love watching people paint for some reason. It's very satisfying, I feel like. All right. What will I do after this texture pack? Will I make another one in the future? That's a great question. I have like 4.5+ years to figure that out. So I don't exactly know yet, but I do want to make, if you guys have seen Prime Mod's HD texture pack, I think it would be pretty cool to paint something like that. Like maybe a little bit more, like he's trying to stay very true to the original texture pack, which obviously I respect because that's exactly what I'm doing too. But I'd love to do kind of maybe a more fantasy-esque painted texture pack in the future. Interpret all the blocks the way that I want to. But that would be even more brain power than what it takes for me to do. Like, at least now I already have what I'm painting and all the colors chosen for me. But if I did my own version of a texture pack, I'd have to probably do some sketches of what I want it to look like, see if it works out in the game, make my own block models or item models. It would be a lot more involved. And I hope 5 years from now, I'm at a place where I can do that. But for now, I'm gonna focus on this texture pack. The counting of pixels reminds me of building large-scale builds in the game. Yeah, it is. It's almost like, it would be funny actually if you did a Minecraft texture pack made out of Minecraft blocks. Like you built them in the game. What takes more time, painting, color matching, or Photoshop? Oh, is that like a stream thing? Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Sanzi. Sanzi just set up like a stream, what is it called? A stream deck thing on my phone.
Yeah,
so I can...
OBS Blade.
That is cool. Wait, so does it actually transition when I press it? Like if I do this?
Yeah.
You guys, it's so much faster.
If you go to here and do... maybe it's only on iPad that you can do that.
I can see it. Cool.
I don't know why it's not doing studio mode, so
It doesn't matter.
It'll do it, but
It doesn't matter. That is awesome. Okay, you guys, I'm about to be so much faster with my transitions. So good. What takes more time, painting, color matching, or Photoshop / putting the texture in the game? The thing that takes the longest, it really depends on the texture actually. Like with the chest, I think what took, it's very similar. I enjoy painting the most, so I don't feel as if it takes as long when I'm painting just because I enjoy it. I don't love the photoshopping part. It's very tedious to me, but it's very necessary to make sure that it blends into the game well and the colors match how I want them to match. So, oh, no, that's right, 3, skip 3. So I would say photoshopping and putting it into the game takes the longest, just because that's how it feels for me. Oh, thank you. And then we have that one up here. And we're gonna do this top row. Skip 1, do 3. Skip 1, do 3. All right.
No, it matters. I don't really have any.
And then just,
audio coming into this.
no I don't, which is whatever. Should just play my own music in the background. What block am I painting after the barrel? I like to spin a wheel and put your guys' suggestions on there and just see what it lands on. So we're gonna do that after the barrel. So think about what you want me to paint and we will put it on the wheel. Oh, we got a few new subscriptions and follows. Thank you, Alicia Gaiman, for subscribing on YouTube, and Zerniel as well for the YouTube sub. We've got a new follow over on Twitch. It's Olive Trad, thank you so much. And I love Grandma's Wrinkled Toes. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, I appreciate that. What art style is my favorite? I love Impressionism. I'm not very good at painting it, but I absolutely love like Monet, Van Gogh. Those are some of my favorite famous artists. Have I continued painting Stardew Valley items? I enjoyed watching that. No, that was an April Fool's joke. I'm sorry. I don't think I will ever paint everything in Stardew. I might paint a few things. I think they are really cute. I have the Junimo here at the bottom of the page that you can't see. It was fun, but I don't think I will continue painting Stardew for now. All right, so now I need to do the next color, which is a slightly darker version of the color that I was already using. So I'm just gonna take more of this. Oh, I can do this. Paint can. I'm just gonna take more of this yellow ochre and mix it in with, oh, got a little bit of blue on there. It's fine. And let's see if that went too dark. It's really easy to go too dark too fast. But I don't want it to blend in too much. Have I watched Steven Universe? I have not, actually. I have not seen that. I have not seen many movies, to be honest. I'm not a huge movie person. Can I add B on the wheel? We'll add stuff to the wheel once I finish this. Once I finish the barrel. What brand of grid paper do I use? The one you're using kind of sucks. So I actually make my own grids. I just buy this watercolor paper or multimedia paper, and then I put it in my Cricut, and I have my Cricut draw the lines with an erasable pen. So in case I need to erase them, I never really do though, so I could probably use a normal pen. But I really like making my own grids because that way I can make it the exact size that I need. Let's test this out. Oh yeah, I think that's good. Slightly darker, but not too dark. That's exactly what we're going for. Let's go back to the canvas cam. So I messed up over here. I need to go 2 down, and then this one should be the darker color. Is that too similar? It's so hard to tell. What? Oh, I have new subs? Oh, Naomi MC gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much. I didn't even see that. I appreciate that so much. If you're watching on Twitch, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, Naomi. Let me know if you want anything added to the wheel or anything specific painted. I would totally do that for you. You think it needs to be darker? Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to make it darker. Let's go back to the paint cam. Oh, I love how easy it is to switch now. Naomi says, you're welcome. I love your content. Well, thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. All right, just trying to darken it a little without making it too yellow. So that's why I'm adding the blue. Okay. The blue axolotl, that's a great one. I'm gonna write that down. I haven't painted the axolotls yet. Haven't even looked at the texture for it yet. Oh, it actually dried darker than I thought. Let's see what it looks like now. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, that feels good to me. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. It needs to be just slightly darker than what I just painted, so I'm gonna go around, fill these in. Yeah, see, it dries darker. All right. Amethyst would be a cute block. I've done the amethyst, actually. Check it out over on my YouTube. I think that was before I posted on Twitch or on TikTok and Instagram, but feel free to check over there as well. I'm curious, where do you guys normally watch me? We're live on Twitch and YouTube, so I assume if you're on YouTube, you typically watch me on YouTube, but I'm curious, do you guys watch my Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts the most? YouTube Shorts, that's Pots. Warped Nugget says watch on YouTube Shorts. That's funny, everybody on Twitch watches on YouTube Shorts, but you like live streams on Twitch better. I understand that. I definitely understand. Why do you guys like Twitch better for streams? I'm curious. People on YouTube are saying no stream delay. Potts says he likes watching on Twitch because no stream delay. That's true. Everybody on YouTube is saying YouTube Shorts. Somebody said Instagram. Every morning on YouTube when you wake up. I love that. That's why I wanted to do a daily series, is because I love daily series personally. I loved Ryan Trahan's 50 States in 50 Days. I'm loving Ludwig's Tip to Tip right now. Let me know if you're watching Tip to Tip, and if you're not, you should, because it's really, really good. He is traveling with Michael, what's his name?
Reeves.
Michael Reeves across China, no map, barely speaking the language. And they're trying to get to Aaron Haktua. Yeah, that's where they're trying to go. To Mongolia, basically. And it's crazy. I highly recommend. You get points for rewards on Twitch, less streams delay on Twitch. That makes sense. All right, next color. Let me see, what am I gonna do next? I'm gonna do the slightly darker kind of color that goes in the corners, and I think I want more yellow ochre for that, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that. It can be pretty dark. And just a little bit of blue. Darken it. The blue is so dark that it always darkens whatever color you're making, so that's another reason why I like to use the blue. And with gouache, you always have to keep it pretty wet, or else it dries out and won't spread properly on the page. You like my texture pack because it's a way to make Minecraft less boring without making your PC crash. It's a Mac. Macs are actually pretty good at running Minecraft, so I'm glad you enjoy it. When will I paint the new baby mobs? Soon, maybe today. We'll see. We will see. Why does my scanner make things brighter? Because I think it's a few reasons. One, there's a lot of white on the sheet, so I think it kind of does an automatic color correcting, which is annoying. Two, I think there's a very bright light that when it scans, it goes brrr, and like the light shines on it very brightly to make sure it's capturing everything. So that is another reason why it might be making everything brighter. Let's see, is that dark enough? It does dry darker. I think it's good. So those are the main reasons why I think it makes it brighter. I have, what is this? An HP OfficeJet Pro which I do like. You know, printers are difficult to get right, and scanners on them. But this one prints on 11x17 paper, so like double the size of a normal paper. It has the ability to do that, which as an architect, I need that size of paper a lot, so it's very convenient. And as an artist, it's also helpful. How long does it take me to approximately to do one texture? It really depends. From painting, just painting, it can take anywhere between 15 minutes if it's a smaller texture to up to an hour or more if it's a bigger texture. The chest took me quite a while. If I'm doing the whole photoshopping, editing the video process, it probably takes me from 2 to 3 or 4 hours. It really depends. You play on Mac? I also have a Mac. I play on both. I have a desktop and I have a beast of a Mac, an M4 with 48 gigs of RAM. And it plays it so good and I love it. Stars Brez also wants to become an architect. That's awesome. I loved, I did love architecture school. It was stressful, but I did love it. You love the texture pack because you love the Minecraft look and it adds details but doesn't reinvent it. That's exactly why I did this. And it's cool to inspect the painted things. That's exactly why I wanted to paint it like this, because I think people have so much nostalgia for the painted texture pack, or for the regular default texture pack, but making it painted just adds that extra element of like, that is so cool. And I think a lot of people think, oh my gosh, I thought of that idea but didn't do it, or oh, I never thought about that. That is such a cool thing to do. So you'll download the texture pack when I add new textures. Do you need to download it again? Yes. So I release the free version of the pack once a month. And then I do the Patreon release every single Friday. So if you want the most updated version most often, the Patreon is the way to go. Or you can keep an eye out once a month, where I will update the pack on my Patreon and Modrent. I'm gonna do CurseForge in the future. I just have not taken the time to set that up yet. Let's see. All right. That is it for that color. When was the last free release? I just released it on March 31st, so this past Tuesday. So it's pretty updated right now. What do I like more, Modrent or CurseForge? I prefer Modrent, which is why I uploaded it to Modrent first. How much does the Patreon cost? So if you just want to get the texture pack, it's $3 a month. I tried to put it as low as I could get it because I didn't want to limit people's ability to have the most updated version. And I love talking to you guys about the pack, and you guys always find my mistakes, which is great. So I wanted to have a low barrier to entry for that. I do have more tiers, like the $5 tier allows you to vote every single week on a theme or what I should paint next. And I have more tiers after that as well. You have the January version. Well, go check it out again because there is the newest version on there. Is it on CurseForge? Not yet. I have not set it up on CurseForge yet, but that will be coming in the future. All right, guys. I'm talking, I'm yapping so much. I have a difficulty multitasking. So the next thing that we're gonna do is the little inner parts on the outside of the barrel. I'm gonna save the inside for last. So I'm gonna do like these corners here. If you look at the texture in the top right, that is what I'm gonna go for. So that needs a lot of blue. Basically, I'm gonna just take what I already have and I'm gonna add a lot more blue into that to make a dusty grayish brown. That's a real color, guys. It's a real color name. All right, Let's try this. I think it needs a little bit of white because it's kind of a lighter version. Again, when you add the dark blue, it is going to make everything darker. So the white kind of lightens it up. Is the modern version up to date? Yes, it should be. Should be 26.1, which I love the new version naming that they're doing. It is so much easier to follow. Saying you can't multitask. I struggle. It's hard to watch the chat and also paint. Favorite biome? The flower forest, obviously. Yeah, but no Minecraft 2.0. Yeah, I think that would imply a new version of Minecraft, you know? Oh, I missed another. Oh no, I didn't. Neo Mimic says, thank you for the gifted sub. That is awesome. New follow on Twitch from Lucas ROXC. Thank you. The brain wasn't actually built for multitasking. Yeah, that makes sense, especially my brain. The taiga, that's a good biome too. That is a good biome. All right, guys. I've got to focus. Canvas cam. Let's see how this color is doing. Are we too dark? I'm gonna bet that we are too dark, but let's see. Oh, not gray enough. Not gray enough at all. Definitely want some more blue in there. Not gray enough and not white enough. You always need more white than you think. Might need to get some more white on my palette. Let's do that. Let's get some more white. You're sad that there's no more new big updates, just small ones. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see that. I hope that they start doing more meaningful updates. Like, I don't even need big updates. I just want more meaningful ones. Like, if you guys saw my reaction to Minecraft Live, I was not that excited about the newest update just because, like, who asked for that? It'll be cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm excited to make some mini golf courses. I think that'll be really fun. They were definitely thinking about the multiplayer experience with that latest update, or the newest one coming out soon. 26.2, I guess it will be. But like, nobody asked for that, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that people are asking for that would be such a great improvement to the game, and maybe they're working on them in the background and they just take a little bit longer to develop, but I don't know. I just feel like they need to be a little bit more intentional and meaningful about their updates and listen to the community, because I don't think anybody was asking for that. Tell me if you disagree though. Tell me if you are so hyped for 26.2 and is exactly what you were wanting. Naomi is asking what should she make, or what should they make for dinner? Sorry, I'm assuming gender, but what should you make for dinner? Something that doesn't take too long because you'll cook tomorrow for lunch, for a big lunch for your roommate. Maybe some pasta. I love a pasta as a go-to. Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. That's a good combo. Maybe add some veggies in there. Green beans, broccoli, something like that. End update, exactly. Everybody's asking for the end update. When are they gonna do it? I wanna know. They're making big updates soon because they were just fixing up the code because of Case and Cliffs with the horror, yeah. That's true. You had that for lunch today. Tacos are also good. All right, I'm going back in. Let's see if this color is better. Oh, it's still not gray enough for me. It's just kind of like a light. Does everybody else see that too? I don't know. I just want it to be, I don't want to get too green. Maybe I need black. Maybe I need black. I don't normally like to use black to darken things just because it muddies the color, but I kind of want it to be muddied. I don't know, let's see. Let's see. little bit better. What do we think about that? That actually is exactly what I was going for. Okay. Just needed more blue, that's all. Okay. So let me see, where does it start? It goes down to here. And then we leave the corner. Then we're going over here. You guys forgot to tell me to record it. Oh, no SD card. Is it in here? Oh, I didn't. Whoops, I just unplugged that without extracting it from my computer earlier. I hope I didn't mess it up. Hope I didn't. Oh. Let me put in the SD card. Okay, now I record. There we go. That way I can make a short about this later. You guys know why the beginning is not in the short. You guys get the exclusive beginning of the painting shots. You really like when they add new mobs and such. I really want them to add a monkey. A monkey would be so good. And updates is kind of hard to do because of the new drop system. What do you mean by that, Warped? I'm interested. What am I going to paint for Easter? Honestly, I hadn't even thought of doing a theme for Easter. Should I do something? Should I do the bunny? I've done the egg. I could do a different egg. I have to look at the bunny texture and see how hard it is to paint. You love listening to my voice. It's so calming. I think you mean calming. I'm listening to you while you build trains in Minecraft. That sounds fun. What kind of trains? Capybaras? That sounds like something Minecraft would add. Capybaras. All right, I distract myself. Let's keep painting. Need some more water. Baby chicken, that would be really cute. The little chick. Oh, actually the chick, that would be so perfect. Guys, should we paint that next? Should we paint the baby chick next so I can post it on Easter? That could be fun. I did say I was gonna spin the wheel, but you guys let me know. Should I just paint the baby chick or should we paint the wheel? Or should we spin the wheel, sorry. Paint the wheel, that would be crazy. Maybe I'll do a painted wheel one day. Today is not the day. All right, then we're gonna go like this. Leave 2 at the top, then leave 1 down there. Same on this side. Baby chick. Baby chick for Easter. Okay, I think we'll paint that next. I think that could be fun. So let's hurry up and finish this one so we can get to the baby chick. Gotta go fast. Let's go. Do you guys make those sounds when you want to go fast? Sansi and I do that all the time. Oh, I put my finger in it. That's why I like to paint the bottom first, just so I don't mess it up by putting my finger in it. I don't really do that very often, but it's okay. Everything is fixable. Like Bob Ross says, there's no such thing as mistakes, only happy accidents. If I do the baby chick, I need to upgrade the server. Thanks, Cold Carp.
Yeah, Santi votes for no baby chicken. I already got enough pressure.
Cold Carp, check if all of the plugins are updated, and then if they are, we'll have the discussion. Hi, Gwendolyn Baking. I'm doing well. How are you? What have you been baking recently? For the end update, it would have to be a pretty small update because of the drops, but people want something of the scale to the Nether update, yeah. Like different biomes and stuff and trees. I think it would have to be really weird if the Nether, you think it would have been really weird if the Nether update had released one biome at a time over the year. That is true. It was such a big update. And I mean, they never said that they're not going to do a big update ever, right? Or do they say no more big updates ever? Because they're probably just focusing on smaller updates. It's my thought. But then every once in a while they might do a bigger one?
I think they're traumatized from caves and cliffs.
I think they are. I think they are traumatized from caves and cliffs. How do you join the server? So it should be linked on my Twitch, since you're over on Twitch, my Discord. And if you join the Discord, you can go to the whitelist request channel, submit a ticket, and Cold Carp will will approve your whitelist request. Thank you, Cold Carp. And so will Sanzi.
I just approved a couple.
Sanzi just approved a couple, so if you just submitted them recently, they should be approved.
Yeah, specifically Naomi, I approved them.
Naomi has been approved. That will be awesome to see you on the server. Gwendolyn said they made an Italian herb bread yesterday. That sounds so... tiramisu cupcakes? How do you do that? That sounds... I need that recipe. That sounds so good. Okay, you guys, I think I finished with that color. So the next color is basically the same thing, but it's a little bit more golden. So it's gonna have that yellow ochre in it a little bit more. So I'm just trying to find where I put that on my palette and mix it in a bit. We'll see if this looks good. The problem you have with small updates is that keeping mods up to date is harder. It's true. We find that on our server as well. All the plugins don't even always update to the next version. If the old version just works, they just keep the old version and are like, wait, does this work on the server now? Does it not? I hope with the renaming of 26.1 that they all kind of update it. What version is the server? It is 1.21.11. Yes, thank you. I could not think of it. What version of the server? It would be great to have an extra channel in the server category to have all the details in one place, like where to whitelist the version, etc. Yes, that is a great point. Cold Carp can do that. Thanks, Cold Carp. Just kidding. But we will get around to that. Gwendolyn's in culinary school? That's awesome. You're practicing recipes to make for your practical exam in culinary school. That sounds like an exam I'd like to take. That would be great. You're in the Discord now? Great. If you can find your way over to whitelist request, that will be where you get whitelisted, and Sanzi is waiting for you. Or Minecraft has to improve compatibility. Yes, I completely agree. Pretty sure forever ago they were gonna do a mod loader. I don't know what happened to that. All right, you guys. Yep, that is the color that I wanted. It's kind of similar to that other color, but it is what it is. It's just different enough, I think. Okay, is that right? I missed like one little piece of that other color, but it's okay. All right. Working around. I like it when I get to like the last color in an area because I just fill in all the little white parts and it makes it so much easier. Rather than looking back at the texture, figuring out where it needs to go. So much faster. Can I switch the screens? Yes. Thank you. Yes. Sorry about that. All right then. Yay. That is all filled in, and let me see if I have any of that lighter color. I might need to add just a little blue. Get it in this corner. Just need it close enough. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Okay. Will I ever make a second channel? That's a great question. I actually think about that quite a lot. As you guys saw, I posted a little baking content of myself on my channel. Let me know what you guys think, actually. I should do a poll on my YouTube in general, but I'll ask you guys now. Do you like having varied content on the EdgeCase channel, or do you want a second channel where I can post a different kind of content? Like, basically, do you just want the EdgeCase channel to be all painting Minecraft and then have a second channel where I post extra content other than Minecraft painting? Or do you like having all the content on one channel? Let me know. You loved the Pokopia stream. When do I think I'm doing it again? I would love to do Pokopia again. I did play a lot on my own. So I want to do some building videos, I think, but there is also Tomodachi Life coming out soon, and I am 100% going to play that with you guys. And I want to put you guys in the Tomodachi Life. I want you guys to suggest people to put in there. Second channel for vlogs. You decide, I don't know. I appreciate it. Okay. I can definitely think about starting a second channel for sure. I'm just worried because it took me forever to get monetized and subs on this channel. Not forever, but a few months. So I don't want to make another channel and then people don't subscribe, but it sounds like you will. Or Nugget says everything on the main channel is fine. I think what I'm going to do is do more varied content on the main channel for a little while. And then probably when I get around 100K subs on YouTube, I'll make a second channel. But I just kind of want to test how this other content does to my subscribers right now. And then once I'm confident that you guys like that stuff, I will start a second channel. So it will happen in the future for sure. It's just about when I'm going to do that. You guys would sub. Do I have a dog? I don't, but I have a cat who is curled up over in the window sunshine on top of my printer. All right, time to focus again. We are going to do the outer ring of the inner circle. So that's like a darker reddish brown. So for that, I'm actually going to get my burnt sienna. Let me go back to my paint cam. We have burnt sienna. I should add a face cam camera. Yeah, we already have 2 cameras going, so a third camera would be kind of great. I'm running out of slots on my Mac is actually the problem. Is that I don't have another place to plug in another camera. Can I get a dog? Not yet. Thank you, HumbleCat8, for the follow over on Twitch. Oh, new tier 1 sub, Arson. Thank you so much. I appreciate you subbing and watching over on Twitch. All right, now we are. You guys are probably like, what are you doing? This is bright red. I know, trust the process. So basically when you have a brighter or just a red in general, and then you add blue into it, it's gonna make a brown. So I am just trying to go dark right now, which both these colors are darker toned. So right now it's a little bit too gray because it has too much blue in it. So I'm gonna pull more of this red in, and that should make it more of a deeper brown. And then we'll add more blue if we need to. I need another light over here. I feel like it's really dark. Sorry about that. But Actually, this is perfect for that. I might do the inner ring first because I feel like I just stumbled upon the inner ring color. That could be good for the inner ring color. Let's see. Can I get a dog? That just makes me laugh. Do I have a DC server? Like a Bedrock server? I don't. I don't know what you mean by DC server. Where do I live? My address is, I'm just kidding. I live in the US. I'll keep it there. The US of A. What happens if I accidentally drip a bit of paint on the light part of the texture? Gouache is great. Oh, Discord is what you mean by DC. Yes, I have a Discord channel. It should be linked in my Twitch bio. Thanks, guys. Everybody's saying Discord. Thank you. I'm the only one who didn't know that. Okay. What happens if I drip a bit of paint on the light part of the texture? Gouache is great because it's very opaque, which means I can paint over a darker color with a lighter color and you should not be able to tell. Your roommate put your good knife in the dishwasher again? Ugh, annoying. Annoying. Okay, guys. I distract. So I'm gonna switch back over to Canvas Cam and I'm gonna see if this is good for that inner color. I'm just gonna start there. Boop. What do you guys think? You guys have the picture next to it. Is that a good inner color? No Reddit community, but if you guys want to start one, go ahead. Do you think that's good for the inner color? Or is it more like the outer color? And I just need to add a little bit of white. It looks more like the outside color. I think it actually does too. It looks more like the outside color than I thought. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's very water heavy, I'm just gonna spread it out a little and that'll make it easier for me to paint over later. So don't worry about that in the middle. And I think if I add like the slightest bit of white, maybe a little bit more, that it should work for the outer color. So let's try that. So it's just gonna be around the edge. Let me know what you guys think. Does that look good? Excel42 just joined. Hello. Looks good, just a bit red. The chat on screen is YouTube, actually. I typically have a little bit more viewers on YouTube. And the chat is sometimes more active, but Twitch has been super active today, so thank you guys. Appreciate you all. I think I need to add like the slightest bit more blue. What do you guys think? It's nice to have people to like bounce this off of, because normally I'm just doing it myself and I'm like, I don't know. How old am I? I would like you guys to guess. How old do you think I am? All right, I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. And again, I color correct in Photoshop after, so it doesn't have to be completely perfect. I just try to get as close as possible. 23, 25, between 20 and 30. That is correct. I am between 20 and 30. +1 Discord member, thank you. 29, 26, 47, 24, 28. Nobody's guessed it yet, actually. I have not seen anybody guess it. You're close. Around 28. It's close. 30, 22, 26. I haven't seen it yet. 29, no. 27, Clocks of Resin wins. I am 27. I am 27, yes, that is correct. I'm old. I have been playing Minecraft for 15 years. 1998. 1998. So I'll be turning 28 this year in November. Good guesses though. Nobody guessed too old. Nobody guessed too old, which I like. All right. Oh, my hand's shaking for some reason. What's my favorite texture to paint? It might have been the pitcher plant because there's just so many colors and I really love the way that it turned out. Or the diamond. The diamond is just such a classic. All right. Then we're gonna do this. There we go. Yeah, okay. And then over here. All right. You're old. Yes, I am old. Sometimes I feel old and sometimes I feel young. I'm like, when I was younger, 27 sounded so old. But now I'm like, I'm not 30, so can't be that old. You were also born in 98, but feeling like you feel old when I say I've been playing Minecraft for 15 years, yeah. That makes me feel old too. I've been playing since middle school. 2011 is when I first picked up Minecraft. Have I done the cherry leaf particles? I don't think I have yet. I've done some falling leaf particles. How long do I think I'm streaming today? Well, we decided we were going to paint the baby chick after this. So, I'm gonna stream until I finish that. And I'm such a yapper and I'm not good at multitasking, so it's taking me a while to get through this. It's been an hour of streaming already. So probably another hour or so, maybe longer if we're still having fun, have some more things to paint. Cold Carp says, I am not old. Cold Carp? Now that's old. Don't have kids yet, I can't be that old. I'm just kidding, Cold Carp. You're young at heart. You still play Minecraft, that keeps you young. Done with your dinner, you posted on the Discord. I'll have to check that out later. You saw the Mox Mom shout me out, and you were like, that's cool. Yeah, I'll do the Minecraft painted font at some point. I think I can do that. As a high schooler, you feel so old when young kids are like, bro, you're so chopped, I'm mocking you. Yeah, I am not caught up with all of the youth slang, so I feel old as well. Kids make you get older fast, yeah, I'm sure. What's your opinion on the new sulfur blocks? I said this a little earlier. I mean, the sulfur blocks in itself, I could take or leave. I don't think it really adds that much to the game. The slime blocks, I think they're pretty cool, but I don't think anybody asked for that. So I don't really know why they added it. I mean, I know why. They wanted to add more like, they're very bedrock focused, very like, they want to be like Fortnite, you know what I mean? So they want to add more multiplayer capabilities and stuff like that. So I feel like that's why they added it, but I don't think anybody was asking for it. Not that that makes it a bad update, it's just a little unexpected, I would say. I'm just adding some more blue into this to make a slightly darker color. Maybe a little bit more of that red to make it a little bit more brown. Let's see how we feel. Am I gonna paint the bed anytime soon? I don't have it on my list, actually. It's a big texture. All right, let's try this one out. Oh, my brush, my poor brush. darker? No, that looks exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay, that's when you gotta get a big chunk of blue and just mix it in. Just hope that it makes it darker. Okay, let's try that. Oh yeah, that's darker. That is darker. So I almost want to add more white to that. So, I need it to dry to really see. Just needs to be slightly darker. I think it is. Switch screens, yeah, thank you. What do I think of the guy who makes all the Minecraft textures HD? Prime Mods. I love Prime Mods. He is a huge inspiration to me, actually. When I had this idea, I didn't follow any texture pack creators at all. I just kind of had the idea and I was like, let me see if somebody's done this before. Somebody has surely done this before is what I thought. And I found nobody had done it. I did find Creative Patty, who was doing or is doing the ballpoint pen texture pack, and I found Prime's HD mods, or Prime Mods HD texture pack. And that's really what encouraged me to start, is that somebody else has successfully done it before, and there's a great community around it. So that's when I decided to start posting my own videos. And Prime has been super helpful and has reached out and said he loves to keep in touch with texture pack creators, and there's so few of us that actually do YouTube. So I absolutely love the community so far, and it's been amazing to be included and be a part of it. All right, so I'm just taking all this extra blue up here, and I am just mixing up there because I need to make it dark. Oh, I made it too red. Did I? I don't know, it's pretty red in the middle. Let me get some more dark blue. Oh my goodness. How do I come up with the emoji combos for hints? It takes me a while. That's why I forget sometimes, is because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do that last, and then I forget. But I always think it's so obvious, and then people guess wrong in the comments. I'm like, guess it wasn't that obvious. Guess I did a good job, but sometimes it is pretty obvious. Which sometimes I need to give you guys easy wins. If I made it super impossible every time, it wouldn't be fun, you know? All right. This is pretty dark. So, sorry, I was not doing the paint cam. I've been bad about my cameras. It's looking pretty dark. We might need to add, I was gonna say some black, but I actually don't think so. All right, guys, let's try this out. Ballpoint pen, yeah, that is Creative Patty that is doing that. Anonymous says, just want to say that I very much like and appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. I appreciate you for watching, all of you guys. All right, I'm gonna try this out. Oh, that is a great color. Look at how juicy that looks. Oh yeah, I love that. There we go, you guys. That is nice. That is the inside of a barrel. How do I know what colors to add with the mixing? That is a great question. A lot of practice, color theory, and I always have a color wheel with me because I often have to look at the colors and how they blend together and what the opposites are, and once you know how they all work, it makes it a little bit easier, but it's a lot of trial and error too. Sometimes I add a color and I'm like, why did I add that color? It doesn't work, didn't give me the color that I want, and then you just start over. And you've learned from your mistakes or your happy accidents, as Bob Ross would say. And that's the only way to do it, is just practice. And doing all these Minecraft blocks and items is great practice. And I would not say that I was an expert when I started. I'm still not an expert. I still struggle. I think the chest below is an example of that. I went way too green with the green. It was just like a greeny orange, and then I just went straight green and now it looks camo. And I had to do a lot of color correcting on that in Photoshop. But you live and you learn. How far am I into this 5-year journey? I'm in month 9, I guess. Which is crazy. August will be, maybe 8 or 9 is what I'm in. August will be my 1 year. Let me know what you guys think. What should I do for my 1 year on YouTube? I think it would be kind of cool to do a subathon or a 24-hour stream or something like that where I paint the fire or the lava or something. But you guys let me know if you have any good ideas. Do I have to paint all the concrete blocks, or is it one block with a filter over it? They are all separate blocks, but I was thinking about this with the shulker boxes as well. I might try to paint it in black and white and then overlay the colors and see. Otherwise, I mean, I think it'll just get boring for you guys and me if I have to paint every single one of those in different colors. But let me know if you think that's cheating, if I have to paint everything by hand, because I will do it. But I think I'm definitely going to try to do it in black and white and see if it works. Because if it doesn't give me the result that I want, I will do it by hand. I'm not going to just throw it in there if it doesn't look good. All right, you guys. That is the open barrel. I'm excited to get that in the game and see what it looks like when it transitions. The nether portal for 1 year, that would be cool. Firework explosions, UI. A cake, I've done the cake. I did it for my birthday last year. Community challenge. What kind of community challenge? That could be cool. Oh, okay. Yay. Now, I think we're gonna do the baby chick. Let me know if you guys still agree with that, or if you think we should spin the wheel. What?
Get down to update the server.
No. People play single player on their own. All right, I've got to go search in... Oh, actually, I don't have a 26.1 texture pack. Yeah, let me look that up. Text Minecraft default texture pack 20. Oh, I did not want to do AI mode. No, 26.1. Texturepacks.com is where I typically download them. Here we go. 26.1, download the texture pack. Just don't press the big green download button, you guys. That is not what you're supposed to do. Just scroll down. It tries. It really tries. And I'm going to extract it, and let's look in assets, textures. Entities. Do they have it under the chicken? Where did they say that? Chicken? Oh, yes, they do. Chicken temperate baby. Oh, it's so cute. I'll replace the texture. Oh, yeah. This one should not be hard to paint at all. I love the yellow color of it as well. Okay. I just took a little screenshot of it, and I'm going to put it... I'm going to replace the barrel with it. Let me just delete that. Remove. Yes. Then I'm going to add a image.
You can just change just do another one. Repoint it to another image.
Well, I'll name it. I'll do that in the future. Okay, that's a good point. I want to make it not image, but texture. I'll name it texture image. And I'll just keep that in the future. Browse the files. And here is a screenshot that I took of the texture. And let me just put that in the corner. Here is what we will paint. And let me copy that over to PaintCam. So when I'm on the PaintCam, you can see it. And then I will transition. There we go. That's what we're painting, you guys. That is what we are painting. All right. It looks weird when it's all unfolded. I know.
Not as cute.
I know. Let me open it in Photoshop just to see how it uses the grid. Oh, it's all in one. Oh, yay. It's in a 16 by 16 texture. I love that. I love that. Naomi's going into lurk mode, watching some anime. What anime are you watching? I'm curious. I haven't watched anime in a long time, but I did love it back in high school. What block will I do for my next birthday? I don't know. Whatever I feel like doing, because it's my birthday. I have no clue. Baby chick. If this goes by quick, will I spin the wheel? I think I will. I think we'll do one more after this and spin the wheel, because I told you guys I was going to. And I don't think this will take too long. We got too locked into homework. What are we painting? We're about to paint the baby chick because everybody reminded me it's Easter tomorrow and I should do a theme because you guys are the best and I don't know what I would do without you. I really want to get back into doing streams every weekend more. I've just been sick and out of town and all that. So I hope we can do another one next week. We really should be able to. I don't think I will be anywhere. And I'm hoping to do more during the week as well. I had a request for more Pocopia streams, so I'm hoping to do that. Do some building. First things first, I have to draw or sketch the outline. It's not a big texture at all. I love it. I love the baby animals. I think everybody will be excited when I post my short about baby animals tomorrow. Because I've had a lot of requests for them, so. These are the little feetsies, I think. Little feetsies. And then, who's the guy that walked in a minute ago? My husband. My husband, Sanzi. We got married almost 2 years ago on May 4th, 2024. Yes, he is a Star Wars fan, but no, that is not why we got married on that day. It just happened to work out that way. It was on a Saturday. And what better day? One year I definitely want to go to Disney. Star Wars, yeah. One day I definitely want to go to Disney on May the 4th and celebrate our anniversary there. I think that would be awesome. It will be crazy, but it will be awesome. You love Star Wars. Star Wars is pretty cool, I gotta say. I prefer the prequels. I know that is controversial, but those are my favorites. Have I seen how the lantern and stone cutter? I have seen the lantern. I have no idea what causes that. I haven't seen the stone cutter. So it might be that Minecraft updated the way that the textures are laid out in 26.1. So I will have to look into that. Thank you guys for letting me know. I will definitely look into that when I can. Thank you for your patience. You're watching The Mandalorian. You prefer Harry Potter? I prefer Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. You're right, it is exactly a month until our wedding anniversary. The cam is blurry. Oops. Is that better? Thanks. I also prefer Harry Potter. And have you guys seen the new Harry Potter trailer for the TV show that's coming out in Christmas? I am very excited. And tomorrow, they are releasing a behind the scenes on Harry Potter, the TV show. So I'm very excited for that. Skeptical, of course. Like, why are they redoing the main story? I love the movies, but also, what do I think about the new Snape? I think it is an interesting choice. Like, I'm all for diversity, don't get me wrong, that's great. But they only made one Professor Black, and it's Snape. And I think the implications are weird. You know, like, is everybody just racist? Because, like, James, Harry's father, like, pulls down his pants later on and bullies him, and it's like, why are you picking on Snape? You know what I mean? Why are you picking on Snape? And then, like, Harry just, like, immediately gets a bad feeling about Snape. Like, why? Like, Neville, the boggart, turns into Snape, and he's scared of Snape. It's like, Neville, why are you scared of Snape? You know what I mean? So I think the implications are a little weird, but maybe I'm overthinking it. Let me know if you guys agree. I just feel like maybe they could have made somebody else a person of color as well. I don't know. Okay, one more. And then goes like that. Then 2 over, down. Are these also little feetsies? So cute. But I am excited. I'm excited it's coming out on Christmas. Definitely Christmas vibes. But yeah, we will see. I think it just has weird implications. But I'm excited to see the behind the scenes TV show that's coming out on HBO tomorrow. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. It goes over here. Okay, I think we are ready to paint. Ready to paint. The OG will always be the best. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to have 8 hours of the series, or the first book. I think that'll be awesome. 8 episodes, 1 hour long. Is the new series also going to be about the other movies? I think the first season is just the first book. I don't know what race Dean will be. I think we'll just have to wait and see. Ember Maps, thank you so much for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the painting club. My lab rats. I haven't called you guys lab rats yet, actually. That was a vote we did on the Discord, and everybody voted you guys wanted to be called lab rats, so you guys are all my lab rats. Hello, lab rats. For my anniversary, are you going to let Sanzi pick a block and you paint it? Maybe. Sanzi, do you want to do that? Did you hear? Too much pressure, he says. You don't want to pick a block for me to paint?
I don't know what block I would pick.
Well, you gotta think about it. You have a month.
I guess.
Maybe I should have Sanzi voice over it. Or paint it. No, I don't want you to paint it. You'll ruin it. No offense.
Oh, wow. I don't disagree.
I know you don't disagree. Did I also play Hogwarts Legacy? Yes. I played the whole thing. I finished it. It was amazing. I loved walking around Hogwarts. It was awesome. I hope they do a second one. Respawn anchor. Internet guy has to go and you'll come back later. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's go over to Paint Cam and we are going to mix some colors. Should we start with the yellow or the brown? I almost want to start with the brown and get the boring color out of the way, and I already have a lot of brown on here. So let's start with the boring. Everybody says yellow. We're gonna start with the brown and we're gonna get the boring color out of the way. And it won't be too much. And then we'll do the yellow. Yeah, I agree. Caprice the Berry, I totally understand. I do not like J.K. Rowling. I hate that she's benefiting from this. But on the other hand, Harry Potter is a huge part of my childhood. And I don't want her to ruin that for me either. So I will be watching, but maybe what we could do is a charity stream as well to donate to the Trevor Project or something similar. I think that would be a great way to maybe not negate, but just fight against what she stands for, because I do not stand for that at all. All right, you guys, I'm doing a lighter brown. I'm gonna get some white in there because it's pretty light. And then we're gonna start with that lighter brown first. At least we have fan fiction, yeah. I have been reading recently, and I think there's a book that, or a fan fiction that somebody wrote about Hermione and Draco. Is that light enough? I think it needs to be lighter. That got, I think it's called like The Alchemy or something like that. It got turned into an actual book. So I've been wanting to read that, but I've heard it's like devastatingly sad as well. I'm more of a light romance kind of reader of fantasy. Maybe Glad, yes. So definitely we could do a few charities. We could look into what the best options are for sure. All right, there is a nice light color. I used a lot of water there, but that's okay. Then we're gonna go slightly darker. Slightly darker, just whirl a little bit of that darker brown that I have over there in it. Oh, sorry, canvas cam. I'll go back for you guys. And let's see. Oh, it doesn't bleed. Okay, good. It's a good color, I think. Then we're gonna go this way. And over here. Is that it? And then there's some over here as well. Yay. All right. Favorite mob in Minecraft? I don't know. I'm trying to think. What is my favorite mob? It might just be like the cow. The meow. Or the cat. I love the cats. Of course, I'm a cat person. I'm not gonna say what state I live, but I do live in the US, and I'm living in a house that I don't own. I'm renting a house, but we absolutely love where we live. Okay, so it gets a little deeper. There's one over here that's like slightly darker. So I'm gonna do that. Does that work? That's slightly darker. And then there's one that is very darker. Very darker. So I'm just gonna mix some of that darker color I have as well as some of this. And I think that will work. Oh, I don't think that's dark enough. I don't think it is. Cats always, of course. Of course, there we go. That is darker. All right, we're almost done with the brown, you guys, and then we can go to the yellow, the fun color. The fun color. Oh, I used too much water. You're watching from overseas. It's 8:28 p.m. for you. Thank you for staying up. It's not too late, but staying up late to watch. All right. You love the new baby chicken. He's so cute. I'm so excited to see him painted. I am very excited. I hope the replay mod works on 26.1 because I'm gonna have to load fabric and the replay mod on that version to get my shots of this. That's how I get the perfect aligned before and after shots. So if they're not perfectly aligned, you know why. Couldn't get it to work. You two are a cat, enjoy your cat supremacy, but don't rise up because there's probably a cat on your lap. I love that. It's 12 a.m. where you are. Oh my gosh, you really are staying up late. How am I painting so clean? Like clean lines? I don't think I am. It's very wonky actually. All right. Let's start with the lightest yellow and then it kind of transitions into an orange. If I had a lightsaber, what color would it be? Also asking this for your husband. Sanzi just walked outside to water our plants, I think, but mine would be pink, even though there is no pink. If I had to choose one that actually is in the show, it would be purple, but I would love a pink lightsaber. I think that would be so cool. Oh my gosh, my cat is in a little basket and she's so cute. Okay. Yellow, that's what I was doing. I was like, what the heck, what's I doing? So this is a very bright highlighter yellow. We can put it on, I think it needs like the slightest touch of orange to not be too bright. I have some brown on my brush.
Purple lightsaber, 100%.
Purple lightsaber for yourself?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Makes Windu. Sanji says he'd like purple lightsaber. You didn't hear that. Okay, this might... I'm gonna put this color on here and you guys let me know if you think it is too bright and we need to add a little bit of orange. What color is our cat? She is a mix, so she's kind of stripy but a little faded. She's a mix of Maine Coon, so she's a little bit on the larger side, but not giant like Maine Coons. Is it tortoise? I don't think it's tortoise. Blue Russian. She has kind of a shiny coat to her. Yes, we will. I'm running out of slots to put cameras in, but I'd love to have a cat cam for sure. And she has some white on her belly and on her chest as well, which is super cute. My dad actually owns her brother, which is adorable. Okay, we're gonna have to do a few layers of this to cover up the blue lines. Let me try to make it a little thicker. Yellow is just a thin color in general, so let me know what you guys think. Is this the right yellow color? Is it Mace Windu's the only purple one? I think it might be. We will duel for it. I think this is the right color. I want it to be pretty bright. I think I'm gonna do another coat on this just to get rid of the blue lines that are showing through. But for now, let's get first coat. Most gouache is pretty opaque, but colors like yellow, you know, will always be a little bit translucent, transparent. So I'm just gonna try to pile as much of this on my brush as possible. But then you have to add water, which makes it more translucent. So just gotta do a few coats. A little bit yellow, maybe. Should I add the slightest bit of orange might help make it a little bit more opaque. So was the cooking vid my face reveal or did you show it earlier? I have showed my face in a few live streams before, and I also posted my reaction to my video being in Minecraft Live. So I've shown my face a few times. I didn't want to make that big of a deal out of a face reveal. I feel like that's gone badly for some people. If you've seen Dream's face reveal, did not go that well for him. I didn't want people to obsess over what I looked like or my face. Again, the reason why I don't have a face cam right now is I just out of slots for things to plug into my computer. Okay, I'm gonna go, it's probably dry. I added the slightest bit of orange to this, and I think it actually helps it be less highlighter yellow. The blue is still showing through though, which is annoying. Might need a few coats. Might need a few coats, or I might need to try to erase it. So these are the erasable pens that I use. They are from Japan. They are the WAI, W-A-A-I pens. And what's cool about it, let's see if we can do this without ruining my paint, is that I think just with a little bit of friction, yeah, it comes right off. Well, I'm trying not to get too close to the paint, so it's not working as well. So I'm gonna, oh, you guys forgot to tell me to record again for my video. I'm just gonna try to get rid of some of these lines, maybe for the yellow to come through a little. See that? It erases pretty well. Internet guy, you're back. What happened while you're gone? Not too much, just this is what I've painted so far. And I'm just erasing some of these blue lines because it's showing through the yellow and it's bothering me. It's bothering me. So we're going to, oh, don't get it on the pencil because it's just gonna smudge it. It's okay. There you go. You've always been under the mindset that you don't care what people look like and people who obsess over someone's face are creepy. I totally agree, but it doesn't mean that they aren't out there. And I didn't want that much pressure. I definitely have been self-conscious before of what I looked like. I think everybody's kind of gone through that, or most people. And I just didn't want internet people commenting on the way that I looked that much. So yeah, but you guys have been amazing, so I have nothing to complain about. Everybody has been so sweet, so amazing, and I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that, I think. Let me try this one a little bit more. Just because I don't want to totally lose the grid, but I hope that helps. You just had lunch, burgers and fries. That sounds so good. We made burgers the other night on our grill, and it was great. All right, I'm getting this yellow back on. Let's see if it helped to erase some of those lines. I think it did. Methinks it helped. Oh, I forgot to erase these. It's okay. It's not gonna be perfect. Definitely thicker on here as well, so I feel like it's covering it up a little bit more. I love that. Got this as well right here. This community is really good and respectful about that sort of thing from what I've seen. Yeah, I agree. You guys are the best community for sure. All right. I love my lab rats. You guys are the best. It's going on thicker now for sure, so that's great. I think erasing those lines really helped. It's gonna be easier so I don't have to Photoshop them out later. I'll paint over it again. Yay! What happens if I accidentally paint a pixel wrong? Gouache is pretty opaque, and once it dries, it's pretty easy to paint right over it. So I do it all the time, and I fix things all the time, so not a big deal at all. Well, I feel like I'm erasing some of the paint. It's showing up more. I gotta let it dry more, I think. I'm one of your favorite streamers. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, next color, it's more of an orange. I've got my, what is this? Permanent yellow orange over here on the side. So we're gonna mix that into my yellow. It's a very light orange. So we're doing definitely some more yellow in there. Let me get a little bit more lemon yellow. And then we're pretty close on the color. What's up?
Just making sure she can get out.
She got in there. She can get out. Let's see. Okay, that feels more like the orange that I was going for. It's just like slightly orange, not too deep orange. So let's see how this looks. How long does it take to clean up? Not long at all. I normally just leave it all out here, which is great that we have a studio that I can do that in. All right, I'm gonna try, that's way too yellow. Way too yellow. I'm gonna go back to this orange that I moved over here. It's probably closer than I think. What do you guys think? More orange? Or is that good? Yeah, it's not pre-printed. I do it myself, which makes it the perfect grid size. Almajo 12TV has to go, but might join later. Bye. Thanks for joining. Hi, Cocho. What do you guys think? More orange? I agree. More orange. Just a little bit more. It's a balance. Hard to balance. Oh, that's much better. Yes, much better. And blue is showing through again. Oh, that's okay. All right. We're painting baby moths. What about the containers? We painted the open barrel over here last, but I mean, with my themes, I like to complete them, obviously, but I also like to throw in a few random ones in there, and this will be the Easter special. So I think it's fun to do some random ones every once in a while. I'm gonna do some more erasing down here. Just to make it easier on myself. And then I don't have to erase too much, so I still know where I need paint. But it does help. Yeah, a little variation does help keep me sane. It does help keep my attention. I think y'all's attention as well. You know? All right. Oops. See, I messed up there. But it's okay, because we're going to cover it with a darker color. which makes it pretty easy. And then this orange goes all up here. Goes up there as well. And then above that as well. And then yes, all the music I use is from Minecraft. They have a streamer-friendly playlist, I think. And that is what I use during my streams and on my videos. Okay, got one over here. One over here. One like this. All right, and now we have we have some more on his beatsies as well down here. Whoop. Whoop.
Some of the music's from Stardew.
Some of the music's from Stardew as well.
Mostly. It's like mostly Minecraft, and then there's like 30 Stardew songs.
All right, so somebody suggested earlier adding a little bit of brown. I think that will actually help darken it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add some more orange. But it's like a very bright orange, so I agree that adding some brown will deepen it, hopefully to the level that we're looking for. So let's try this and see what we think. Is that good? I think that's pretty close. Maybe it needs like slightly more orange, slightly more yellow. Make sure it gets mixed on my brush. The coconut texture. Is there a coconut in Minecraft? Was there ever? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see. Finish this up. And then we're going to go over here. See, when I mess up, I just paint right over it. Might take 2 coats sometimes. But it's not a big deal. All right. Definitely want to do another coat down here. Oh, I got orange up there. Did you guys see that? Whoops. Sanzi, what is your favorite mob or block?
Or block?
Mob slash block.
Mob.
Not
Mob
or
slash block.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's hard to choose. There's so many good ones.
See, I hate making decisions.
Yeah, you do. You do hate making decisions. No, I won't be photoshopping on stream. Just painting. Maybe in the future I'll do a photoshopping stream.
I like carrots in game.
Carrots.
Which is funny because I don't like carrots in real life.
Yeah. We don't like carrots in real life, that's true.
I like them because I'm lazy and you can just replant them as they are.
Yeah.
There's no cooking. you just carrot and then you're done.
Yeah, carrots are the easiest food. Alright, you guys. That's looking pretty good. Then we need the little black. Sanzi is your spirit animal. I love that. Alright, we're gonna do the little black eyes. And then that will be it for this one. Do you guys think we should spin the wheel and do another? Didn't take me too long to do this one, so we can maybe do one more. Not a big texture though, for sure.
Don't mess up the eyes here.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't thinking about messing up the eyes until you said something. I like making them a little derpy, so if it comes out a little wonky, it's totally fine. Oh, it needs more water. But not too much water.
It's winking.
It is winking, yeah. That's pretty good, I think. One has a wide eye on that side, but I think it's good.
Oh yeah.
There's the baby chick. One more, I should spin the wheel. Okay. Okay, we'll spin the wheel. Sans is in here so he can spin it. Barking Bunny, this is the first live you've been able to catch. Well, thank you for coming. The Firefly Particle. I've already painted that one actually when I was sick. Yes, this will be so cute in the game. I can't wait to show it off to you guys. All right, spin the wheel. Let me know what we should add to the wheel. What should we add? What should we add? Can you guys hear me now? I don't know if you could hear me before. I didn't know if you could hear me before, but I'm back. We've done the golden apple. Stick. Stick is on there. Yeah, it slowly turns before it spins. Yeah, Naomi wanted to do the blue axolotl, but it's a little bit big of a texture and I get tired the more that I paint, so I don't want to do it a disservice, but I will do it at some point. It might be the first thing we paint next stream. You can hear me now, sorry about that. Whoopsies. New streamer, obviously. So what do you guys think? Should we add anything else? Again, not like giant textures just because I'm getting tired and I don't want to do it a disservice for being a big texture. But let me know. Have I done any armor yet? I haven't. I would do like the armor and the texture slots. I think that could be fun. Like not the physical one that you wear because it's kind of a big texture. Locator bar dot. That's funny. I need to look at that one. Are you adding these, Sansi?
What was this last one?
Have you added the golden dandelion?
Yeah, I did golden dandelion, tripwire hook, potion, and netherite ingot.
Honey bottle? I like that. The baby bee is not that big of a texture, so we could do the baby bee. Did you add that? I kind of sound like Cutie Cinderella. Thank you, I love her. Have I done all of the containers? No, I have not. But again, those are bigger textures. I've done the chorus flower. Humble Cat 8, hello. Ancient debris, that's a bigger texture. The hotbar, that's gonna be a very big texture, actually. Not complicated, but most textures in Minecraft are 16 by 16. The inventory bar is bigger than that. I'm excited to do that, but I just need to figure out how I'm gonna do it first. Okay, I think this is good. We have tripwire hook on there. I've done the blue orchid. I've done all the flowers except for golden dandelion. Bundle has 3 different textures with each bundle, so I'm gonna wait on those. I've done snowball, but not ender pearl. Can you do ender pearl, Sansi? The hotbar is 9 times wider than the average texture, yeah. So it is big. So we're gonna do that at some point, just not yet. That's another reason why I don't do the bigger textures yet, is I have to figure out how big they are. I've done leaf litter. All right, I think it's time. Did you do the ender? Yeah. Ender pearl? Ender eye is a good one as well. Trial key is a good one. These are all really good ones that I don't think of. I need to like look through the trial key. Key? There we go. Yeah, those are good ones to do. Okay. I've done prismarine. Well, I've done the dark prismarine actually, but not the regular. All right, spin the wheel. I saw somebody say spin the wheel. So I think it is time to spin it. Let's go, everybody. Spin the wheel. What is it gonna be? It's always stressful. What am I gonna have to paint? Is it gonna be a big one?
Oh.
Is it Totem? Totem! Oh, I'm excited. That's actually gonna be really fun. That's not too big either. Whew. Almost did clay and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go cross-eyed. Yay, Totem. Are you guys excited for that? Let me know. Let me look it up. Totem of Undying. Take a little screenshot for you guys and we will put it up on the screen. Totem. I'm excited. That'll be fun. I'm still recording. From the check, I'll stop that. Totem's cool. Yay! Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are excited. Let's transition over here. Let me just change the texture image. Properties. Browse. To the totem. Cool. And then, all right. Let me open it in Photoshop just so I can see the grid. All right. Looks good. That was the first one you thought of, but you saw it up there. Cool. The totem blinks in your texture pack? That's crazy. That's like kind of creepy. I hate that. Okay, so I'm going to sketch the outline of it. Well, I guess I need to find a spot on my canvas to put it. I think we'll put it next to the Junimo at the bottom. So I've got to adjust some things. I'm gonna drop you guys down, zoom you guys out a little bit. It's always hard to get these lower ones just because I have to angle it a little. Here's the Junimo. Junimo. Let's zoom in just a little bit more. Not too much. All right. And I'm gonna record. And we will start sketching it out. So there's 4 at the bottom. Stop looking at me, you little golden weirdo. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, we're not gonna make this guy blink because I don't even know how to do that in the texture pack, but basically we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is the center. And this will go out here, and then here, and yeah, that should be right. And then we're gonna go like this, up 2, over 1. This is a great one to land on. I'm always scared when we spin the wheel, even though there's not that many complicated textures on there. Oh, I forgot. This guy, okay, that's good. This guy is 17 wide, the Junimo. What are you doing?
It's under the chat where you're drawing.
Is it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it's like weirdly zoomed in over there. Wait, what is going on? That's weird. Hold on. Wait, what? Sorry guys, I don't know why I was doing that. Don't just come in and move my camera, please. That scared me. I need to center it again. The camera angle was weird. I don't know why I did that. But it should be good now. Okay.
Yeah, it was like centered on Junimo earlier.
Yeah, it's weird. Sorry guys. Didn't miss much. Did not miss much. I don't know why I did that. All right, so this is like 17, so it like comes over this line, but the good thing is that the totem does not go all the way to the edge. So then I'm gonna go over And then, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna go up 6. And then over. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then down. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're gonna go down to here. I'm gonna go over 3, down 2, 1, 2, 1. There we go. That is the outline, and let's see if there's any other little things that I want to draw in. Let me just put this over. Here so I can see the chat as well. Will I have to paint every single leather tunic? I don't think so. I think that it will be overlaid on top of it. So the piece of pizza just subscribed over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the sub. Favorite K-pop song? I don't listen to a lot of K-pop, so I'd have to say Golden because that's really the only one I know. I'm sure I know some other ones. Isn't like Jenny one? I like that one. All right, I'm gonna add in the eyes just so I know where to place them. It'll be 4 down from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, eyes will be right here. Boop. And then same over here. Boop. The leather armor is a basic monochrome sprite like the oats, yeah. I think so too. Do I like karaoke? I am not a good singer, so no. I will watch other people do it though. I don't think, I've never done karaoke because I just don't have a good singer voice, unfortunately. All right, gonna leave it at that. Porpoise is working on a texture pack where they draw every texture in Minecraft with colored pencils. That sounds awesome. I would love to see that. So now let's switch over to the paint can. Let's make sure that worked. It did. And I should try to mix like over here so you guys can see it. Okay. So what's nice is that I can use some of this color that I already have and some of the brown as well because I'm making like some gold. So I might, let's see, I might try to, what do I want to start with? I might try to start with like that darkest browny red color, which I think I can just gather some of this and put it in here. And try to see how close to that color I can get because it's like an orangey goldish brown. I think there's some red over here still that I can pick up. I can always add some more if I need to. But I'm going for like a darker reddish orange brown first. The darkest brown that you see, kind of in its armpits, by its nose. Let's get some more of this darker brown in it. I think it needs the slightest bit of the red again, so let's do that. Have you seen the MS Paint texture pack? I have seen it, and I think it's really cool. I want to do a video where I check out a bunch of like painted texture packs like that, or like YouTuber texture packs. I think that would be a fun video. Okay, I'm just adding some dark red in here, some burnt sienna to give it that reddish orange, dark brown color that we're going for. It's like a dark gold, reddish orange. It's so hard. Maybe I shouldn't start with that color. I'm gonna start with it. It's more of a red. Reddish brown. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the sheet and you guys let me know how many people are watching on YouTube. Good question. I have not looked at that in a bit. We've got 35. Oh my gosh, so many of you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've got 11 on Twitch. That's so many for Twitch. So I'm going to start with this darkest brown. And you guys tell me if you think it looks close to it. I think it's too brown. I think it needs more red. What do you guys think? 63K subs, I know. We're getting so close to 100K, it's crazy. It is totally crazy. I'm just gonna take a swipe of that orange. Some more red. Switch screens, yay, thank you. Who is my favorite Minecraft YouTuber? Such a good question. It has changed over the years. Used to love Ant Venom back in the day. I love Mr. Phantasmo. That is the person that got me into Minecraft. He does not make Minecraft content anymore. And never really did after that first series. I think it still needs to be more red. Maybe it needs to be lighter and redder. You know, let me just... Sometimes you have to use the base of like the red and see. Fan Roblox Romania just subscribed over on YouTube. Thank you so much. Twitch chat and YouTube chat are saying hi to each other. I love that. Okay, I think that's better. I just needed to put it like directly into the dark red. Who else is my favorite currently? I love Waddles. I've watched a lot of Waddles. Who else? Grian. I watch some Hermitcraft, and I normally watching Grian when I watch Hermitcraft. Mog Swamp, of course, is a favorite. I think his Flat World series is so unique. So I love that he really leans into that. And his shorts are great, very well produced. For shorts content, Hikey Hate Me, of course, is a favorite. And Camman18, how can you not like Camman? They are all great. I really respect the daily grind that Camman and Hikey are on because it is a lot of work to create daily, and they come up with the most interesting videos on a daily basis. And the editing is so crisp and nice. And Hikey streams all the time too, so yeah, Mog did mention my texture pack. Mumbo is great. Yeah, I watched some Mumbo. The Herdcraft update, I didn't play it, but I did see Hikey's video about it, a few videos that he's made, and it looks really funny. Mog Swamp is how you found my channel. That's awesome. Let me guys know how you found my channel, actually. How many of you guys came from Mog Swamp? Hikey also posted about me. Yeah, Elite is wondering how Camman18 doesn't run out of ideas. I have no idea. It's so hard to innovate and come up with different ideas like that all the time. And I love how Minecraft has embraced him as a creator and invited him out to Minecraft Live and let him do interviews. So awesome. I have no idea. I'd love to ask him that. How do you come up with your ideas? All right. There's some more darker color down below. So I'm gonna do that. You were just scrolling, you found you on Instagram, found me from Mog Swamp. I've watched a little bit of Pearl. Not too much though. Doom scrolling and then you saw my diamond short. Yeah, that one got a lot of views. The feed gave me your vids after you watched Prime's HD textures. Yeah, they're very similar. Found you on Instagram. Appeared on your YouTube page. Do I want to do any dedicated long form videos? Yes, I definitely do. I am working on one right now. It's just hard to film the long forms, I feel like, and I'm not used to being on camera, and yeah, it's just like a little awkward for me. So I'm trying to find what I like about it. But would you guys, excuse me, would you guys like, sorry, I keep burping for some reason. Would you guys like if I did a long form video about like painting one single texture? Because I could do that. I could definitely do that. You saw High Key and then Mog Swamp. That's funny. Yeah, you guys would like that? I can definitely do a longer form video where I like talk through my process, kind of like I'm doing here. I can also cut the stream down to a long form video. So that could be interesting. I'm not recording the stream though, so I'd probably have to do that. I'm just recording what I paint. Yeah, not too long, like 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys would really like that because I could do that. I could definitely do more long form videos. Maybe I could even take this footage since it's in landscape and turn it into a long form video. That could be fun. Maybe I could even do like a Q&A over some painting footage. I think that could be fun. How do I scan in my art? I have a printer that scans. So it might be possible to use a phone. I think they have some scanning apps that you could use, but to get the highest quality scan, I'd recommend a printer, and I scan in at 600 DPI, which is dots per inch, which makes it a very large scan. One year Q&A. I definitely want to do a Q&A before 1 year, I think, but that could be a fun idea. Oh, is there brown over there too? There's brown right here. All right, moving on to the next color. Let's do the lighter version of this, which maybe is just adding some like orange into it. And maybe some white as well. Just gonna add some orange. And I'm gonna get a little bit more white. You're staring at that last brown pixel. That's why I'm glad I can put this up on the screen now, because you guys can tell me when I missed something. What's my favorite color? Pink, for sure. Where can you download the texture pack? It's on my Patreon for free and on Modrent for free. what other textures are on this sheet. It's just the barrel, chick, and the chest is right above this. The chest is a big texture, so there's not that many. Okay, this is looking good. So let's go back here. You guys tell me what you think of this color. What do we think? A little lighter, maybe? Maybe a little lighter? A little bit more orange? And the Junimo, of course. Yeah, I forgot the Junimo. How could I forget that? How could I forget that? Oh yeah, I think that's right. I think that's a good one. Oh. Oh, it goes all the way in. It goes all the way in. Did I not switch it? No, I did. Okay, good. Oh, we got a new subscriber. Anastasia. Thank you so much for the subscriber, or for the subscription over on YouTube. I appreciate it. All right. Now, let's do this. Okay. What's it called? It's the Painted Pixels pack. Have I made the diamond block yet? I have not. I have not done the diamond block. I think a lot about what the last texture I paint will be. And I almost want to make it the diamond block. But again, they add new things to Minecraft all the time, so it'll probably be something they add in the future, because I do want to keep this pack updated. I get that question all the time. Is it going to take longer than 5 years if they keep adding stuff? It might. It might, but I like my hook of, I'm on a 5-year mission. So I'm going to keep saying that until I hit 5 years, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with that guy. I mean, at that point. Oh. Okay. And then there's a little bit right here. There's a little bit more water. And then we're gonna do the stripe right here, and I think that's it. Let me know if you see any more of this color that I'm missing. Do we see any more? I think it's lighter, so I do not see it. Day 1 of year 6. I'm gonna mission to paint everything in Minecraft, yeah. Exactly. Whoops. Took 6 years. Sorry, y'all. Barking Bunny has to go. Thank you for stopping by. All right, now I'm kind of thinking I want to move over to the, let me go back to paint can, to this area and mix from here. There's so much water down there. I think this is more of the color that I'm going for this lighter part. So let's do that. Let's see how this looks. I'm kind of going for what's down here, so let's look. Is that right? It's too dark. It needs to be lighter, actually. Let's get some white in there. White always helps thicken it up, which is nice. And I made it too light there, but let's try. Switch screens. Thank you. Okay, I think that's better. It's more of an orange. I think that's kind of closer to what it is. There we go. All right. Have I watched Wi-Fi's before? I have not. And I saw him in the Minecraft Live. And it looked really interesting, but I don't know where to start. So let me know, should I watch Wi-Fi's and what video should I start with? Just like his most popular one? Or is there a specific one? And what kind of content does he make? Is it like the mystery kind of content? It looked cool. It's so hard to keep up with all the different Minecraft YouTubers now because there's so many. All right. There's this little like necklace or chin, I don't know. My personal favorite was the world that was deleting itself. Watch searching for a world that doesn't exist. All right, I will have to check that out. That looks fun. Some things we're watching right now are Tip to Tip. I mentioned that earlier. Really, really good. If you haven't watched that, on Ludwig's channel with the Michael Reeves. They're hilarious. We are almost done with Paradise, which is on HBO, I think. And it's really, really good. It's like a post-apocalyptic world, which is fun. Let's see, what other, am I missing any other colors? It looks like the rest are like a dustier version of the color that I'm looking on. Might add some blue. I think that's it. What else are we watching? Survivor. We are huge Survivor fans, and so we are watching season 50 of Survivor, which has a bunch of people returning, which is really fun. Let's see, I'm just gonna use some white first to lighten up the color that I've been using. And see if that works, or if I need to add some blue to kind of like dustify it. Let's try this. Have I watched Alone before? No, I have not. I have not watched that. Okay, I'm going for this color over here, so let's see. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is that close? Garlic and cheese bread. I love that username. Has to go. Thanks for joining us. Switch screens, thank you. Internet guy is saving the stream. Can I make a version of the pack with the original colors? You mean the ones that I just paint on? Probably not. You guys think it's close? Okay. Probably won't do one with the original colors because I don't think you realize how off I am sometimes. And when I scan it in, it doesn't always look the best. Okay, so then we're gonna do this one going across. And then here. And there's some over here. Let's see, there's one right here. And the colors are so similar, it's sometimes hard to see where they land, but now you guys can see the texture that I'm going for. Porpoise has to go. Bye. Thanks for stopping by. On the other hand, there's oh, I think I got that. There's one here. And then it's little eyebrows. It's little eyebrows. So cute. Has a little unibrow. You gonna make a sandwich? Oh, I'd love a sandwich right now. Sandwich sounds so good. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it. I think that is it for that color. And now we're moving towards like a washed out yellow. You loved my Gracie Joy Art loved my April Fool's joke. Thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted to do something that wasn't like mean. Like I thought about being like, oh, I'm quitting. But I feel like that would not go over well. But I thought it was kind of funny to be like, I'm just doing Stardew instead. Roll for sandwich? I have not seen that before. That sounds good. What is that? Jinx has to get on the server soon to work on the subway. That is very useful for the server, so thank you for doing that. How do you keep your motivation when you see the amount of new textures added every new update? That just motivates me more because it's fun new textures to paint. Yeah, I saw Prime Mods did the air block. I almost did the air block, so it would have been funny if we did the same block. But everybody was asking for that. So then I was like, that's too obvious. Everybody's gonna know. So I did something that nobody asked for. Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to make Elite Marble Fox cry. So that's why I didn't do that. Yeah, and every YouTuber says I'm quitting. He rolls D&D dice to determine what goes on his sandwich. Oh, it's both great and very, very cursed. Yeah, that sounds crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the paint cam. I think I need to put some more yellow over here. What's that?
It's like the roll dice for sandwich.
Oh, I thought something went wrong with the server or something. I was like, what? Let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. You kind of can, yeah. Put it back up there. Okay, then. Oh, that's black. I don't want black, I want white. White. And we're just gonna do a very pale yellow. I might need a little bit of orange or that brown that I was doing in it earlier. So I'm gonna go for the white first. And a little bit of yellow. So a little will go a long way. And then, yeah, it definitely needs to be more of like a tan color. So I'm gonna get this in there. I might go for the lightest color first and then get darker from there. Let me get my thing back. Well, the lightest color is like basically a white. So I'll do the darkest. I'll start with the darkest of the ones. Okay, so that's too orange. So I need some yellow in there. And it needs to be lighter. Lighter, and then yellow. Okay, that's looking pretty good, but let's put it on the paper and see. You sent in the whitelist request. I think Sanzi is taking care of that right now. Yes to long form. What inspired me to paint Minecraft? Just had an idea one day and I had new paints and I thought it would be kind of fun. And then when I posted it on YouTube, people actually liked it and requested more. So I was like, okay, I guess I gotta keep going. All right, so I'm gonna try it right here. What do we think? I think that's pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. All right, I'm gonna keep going. Excited to do the eyes. That is spot on. I don't always get it right on the first try, but sometimes I get lucky. Okay, there's a little dot right there. Then we're gonna do his little nose. His little nose. See, I like starting with the darker colors first because the highlights are normally on top of the darker. Like the dark is the shadow and then the light is the highlight. So it almost makes it look more 3D when I do it from darkest to lightest, which I think is a cool effect. In April Fool's, I gotta pretend that Mojang hired me to be painting. That would be really funny, actually. That would be hilarious. Like, Mojang fired all their texture artists to hire me. EdgeCase, they're now going to be painting all of their blocks. It will be my texture pack. That's actually hilarious. I have to write that down for next year. Everybody forget about it until then. That's a really good one. I struggled really hard to figure out what to do for April Fool's because it's really easy to do it wrong. Let's see. Is that it for this color? I think so. I think it just gets lighter from there. Okay. Okay, so then I'm gonna just put this into the white up here because it's gonna be harder to mix the white into how much paint I have down there. So I'm gonna try to use the white that I have here to make it slightly lighter. I might even need more white, but let's see. It's only slightly lighter, so let's see. What do you think? Should I make it lighter? I think a little bit lighter, just a little bit more white. You enjoyed watching the Junimo for April Fool's? I'm glad. Okay, let's try that now. Okay, I think that's good. You guys agree a little lighter was good? All right, and then just a little bit more water. Grab that color. Then we got it back to the nose. Gotta go here. Here. Is that it? And it's basically just white at that point. So I think it's like the slightest bit of yellow. Is it? Do you guys think there's yellow in the white, or is it just pure white? Let me know. Because I could just do pure white, or I could just mix like the slightest bit of yellow into it. There was already a little bit of yellow in that white, so maybe that's enough. I think there's a little bit of yellow in the white. Okay, I'm gonna just add the slightest little bit. It's a bit cream colored. Okay, I added the slightest little bit, so it's not gonna look too different. Oh, I think that actually is perfect. I don't know if you can tell, but it is a little bit creamier than bright white. Do we think the eyes have the same creamy white, or is it bright white in the eyes? Parfait. Oui, oui. I agree. What do we think? Does the eyes, you think it's a bit white or white for the eyes? The eyes are bright white. Okay. I agree. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna do the green afterwards. I'm just gonna take the white from this side where I didn't mix it and just plop it right on there. Boop. I like how thick that is. Boop. Boop. All right. Watermouth is French. Are you from France or Canada or another French-speaking country? Je peux parler un peu de français. But I've been to France quite a few times, and I love to practice there. Okay, then I'm going to get some green on the palette. So you can see that, so that's good. I'm going to put, let's see, my 2 green colors on here. We've got permanent green light. Tu parles très bien français. Merci beaucoup, Cara. Merci beaucoup. I started speaking French when I was 3 or 4. I went to an international school. My parents don't speak any French, but they decided they would put me in the French track. So I grew up speaking French, but I was never in the native courses. My friends who started at the same time as me did end up speaking more natively than me. Sorry, there's some crusty bits on that, so I had to get it off. But I was in French classes all the way up till I was 17 or 18. You're learning French or Canadian? Yes, I really want to go to Canada. Word Nugget says, yo, Canada gang. You'd like to be Canadian? Is that what you said, 727? You're Swiss and French. Oh, you're Swiss and French is your mother tongue. That's cool. Yeah, I've been to Switzerland. Everybody in Switzerland speaks like 4 languages, I feel like. Internet guy's Canadian. Canada gang is here. Okay. Green. We're gonna do the lighter one first, I think. And I'm just gonna take, let's go back to the pink can. I'm gonna take this lighter green. It's a little bit white. So I'm gonna go with that first. I don't know any sign language, so that would be really cool to know. In India, you speak 4 languages? Wow. All right. Canvas cam. Don't forget to switch. Then, green eyes. Green eyes. And then same thing over here. Almost done. And then I'm gonna add some of this darker green just to give it a little more depth. Because it has a little bit of a blue tinge to it, and this green has that as well. So I'm just gonna mix it in like that, make it a little bit darker, emeraldy color. Let's try this and see. Let's try this and see. What do we think about that? I think that works. I think that works. All right. Yay, look at that. The totem is done. Yay. Yay, Humble Cat is celebrating. Whew, that was a lot of painting. I'm glad we got so much done. Now I'm ahead a few days, which is always fun. And that's another reason why I love doing these streams. Yay! Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had so much fun. This was the best. I love that I could show you what I was actually painting this time so you could help me figure out the colors rather than just be in the dark. And I'm just talking about, I need to make this a little darker. And you guys are like, sure, I believe you, whatever. Can't see it. So I'm glad that we could get that in there. Your new favorite item. I'm so excited. So now you guys have some behind the scenes knowledge of what's coming up. I don't know if I'm going to post these in a row. I might do some more containers in between them, but they are all coming up soon. But thank you guys again for joining me on today's stream. I'm gonna try to stream in a week from now as well, 1 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. And I might try to stream in the middle of the week as well. I still have a real job, so it just depends on when I can work around that. You just got here, K-Town, and now it's ending. I'm so sorry. Feel free to go back and watch the VOD. YouTube posted it right away. Stream was epic, iconic. Thank you. You made it epic by joining. If you haven't already, make sure you have followed on Twitch or subscribed over on YouTube. If you're in the chat, you have already subscribed on YouTube because it's subscriber only. So I appreciate you guys in the chat. Endless Summer followed over on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining. All right, is there anything else I wanted to go over before we end the stream? Actually, I want to get your opinion on one thing. I was thinking about doing a series of Minecraft mocktail / cocktails. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. I will post it on my main channel. I'm not doing a second channel yet. But I thought it would be fun to do like a golden apple drink or a lava drink or water bucket drink or potion drinks. I thought it would be, I have a bunch of fun ideas for it. And I want to do both mocktails and cocktails because I know not everybody drinks. I don't always drink. So I thought it would be fun to do that. Twitch thinks it's cool. They heard me first. What's my Twitch page? It's the same as YouTube. It is EdgeCase Labs. That sounds fun. Okay, cool. I might record some tomorrow, so I think that would be fun. It would also be cool to do it on stream. So maybe we'll do that in the future. A YouTube video about it. Potion of Fire Resistance cocktail, exactly. That would be fun. I love Minecraft IRL stuff, so I definitely want to do that. All right, you guys, well, stay tuned for the video later today. I need to cut that video, Photoshop all the stuff, and get it out. So I'm gonna go work on that right now. Thank you guys again so much for joining. Thank you to Naomi for all of the gifted subs. Thank you to Arson for subscribing yourself as well. What time would it be when today's video comes out? It will probably be, I try to aim for like between 5 and 6. So hopefully, since I've already painted it, I just need to Photoshop and edit it. I don't know why I can't think, I'm tired. Excelsior, thank you for the follow on Twitch. And A727, you found us over on Twitch. Okay, this is a long goodbye, but officially, I am logging off. Thank you guys. Bye.